What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday Night Football, the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who are your favorite and least favorite plays for today's slate. And finally, I got to give that shout out to Prize Picks, presenting sponsor of this video. If you click on the link in the description, head on over to Prize Picks and make a deposit. They will match that deposit up to $100. It's just that easy. You don't need an optimizer here, nothing like that. All you're doing is picking player props, over-unders. Take 5 on one card, net up to 10x your entry fee. Really can't ask for much more there. So, we're going to move on to my top 10. Rounding out the bottom of the top 10, in fact, DeAndre Carter, Gerald Everett, Josh Palmer, Melvin Gordon, and Jerry Jeudy on the outside looking in. I'm really sick and tired of doing Broncos games for these videos. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In first at number 5, we're going to Mike Williams. Another week without Keenan Allen, so 10,600 for Williams, projected for 17 fantasy points. The Chargers are 4.5 point favorites against Denver, 45 point total. And Williams has a monstrous ceiling. He just looks like a really good play. Williams looks really good. There's a top 3 that have separated from the pack, but I don't want to undermine how good Mike Williams looks. 13% chance to be your optimal captain, 35% chance to be optimal at the flex spot. He's got a 26% chance to go for north of 30. This is a legitimately good play. Is he expensive? Yes. Is he a little bit more difficult to get to because there's slightly better options? Yes. But he's still very, very close to a coin flip play on this slate, and he's coming in at number 5. I like him a lot. As far as like number 5 ranked guys go over the course of these videos, this is about as high end as it's been. Similarly, at number 4, we're going Russell Wilson, $10,000, projected for 17.5. The Broncos in this one are underdogs. As I mentioned, it's 4.5 points. There's a 14.5% chance to go for more than 30, a 10% chance to be your optimal captain, a 39% chance to be optimal at the flex. He's basically in there as frequently as Mike Williams. It has not looked good so far for Wilson in Denver. We see it in primetime every single week. But that said, at 10K, he's worth this price tag. The value you get alone, putting him at the flex spot, is just an easy decision. It's just not easy enough to get into this top 3. And we start at that number 3 spot with Austin Eckler. He is 11,400, projected for 20.5 fantasy points. This is a big time number. Chargers are the favorites. You know that Eckler is just involved in every facet of the game. He's a threat no matter what's going on, behind, ahead. It's all Austin Eckler. 33% likelihood that he can score more than 30 fantasy points. 15% chance that he is your optimal captain. And there's another 45 at the flex spot. That gets him all the way to the 60. You can see the line drawn in the sand. For as good as I thought Mike Williams and Russell Wilson looked, there's Eckler and the next 2 guys in a completely different tier. If you're paying up, Eckler is the guy that you should be looking for, but clearly you're paying up for everything I'm about to talk about. But not as much as you would expect. Number 2, Cortland Sutton, just 8,400. Looks incredible this week. Projected for just under 17 fantasy points. You expect Denver to have to throw in this one as slight dogs. Maybe Russell Wilson figures it out this week. 27% chance that Sutton goes for more than 30. That's a massive ceiling for 8,400. And this is why Sutton is so interesting. There's a 19% chance that Cortland Sutton is the optimal captain. Close to 1 in 5 times you play out this slate, it's Sutton at the top of the heap. And another 41% at the flex. He's just not priced correctly for today's slate, and it's making things so much better. Like, is he expensive? Yeah, 8,400 is a reasonable price tag. It's not reasonable in comparison to the rest of these guys. He's too cheap. He's the best combination of upside and price that you're going to find for tonight's game. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at Prize Picks, presenting sponsor of this video. It was close, but just edging out Sutton and Eckler is number 1, Justin Herbert. 11K, projected for just shy of 21 fantasy points. Chargers look great here. He's obviously got Eckler and Mike Williams as pretty sizable weapons on his side. 33% chance that he goes for more than 30. 16% chance he's your optimal captain. So you're more likely to go to Sutton at captain than Herbert, but 46% at the flex. The most likely scenario here is that Justin Herbert is just one of the highest scorers on the slate, and you have to have him, and you figure it out elsewhere with your lower salary guys. He's just too likely to put up a monster unless you think Eckler just does it all by himself. The key thing I want you guys to remember, Herbert, Sutton, Eckler, top 3 plays for today, all around 60% to be in the optimal, which means the most likely scenario is that it's only 2 of the 3. Good luck picking those 2 of the 3. Justin Herbert, number 1. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday Night Football, Broncos and Chargers. FanDuel version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. I'm back again tomorrow morning with the first edition of the NBA Contenders.